Hello and welcome to my ID.4, and from an owner's perspective, for owning this vehicle for just under a year now. Bought it in January. Yeah, it's been a really great car so far. So just kind of going to go over a couple things that I really do like about the car, some of the things that I don't like as much, and then just my overall experience of owning this vehicle for just under a year now. So a couple things within owning this car. I bought it, like I said, of January of this year. It's been overall a really fantastic car. One of the main reasons I purchased it was I was coming from a Volkswagen Tiguan. It was sluggish, and I just really wanted something new, and wanted to have an electric vehicle because I find them so fascinating and just fun to drive. So the model that I have is the ID.4S, which is the 62 kilowatt, which is about 58 kilowatts hours usable. And it's been really great. On a full charge, you can get about 206, 209 miles. Realistically though, I charge 0 to 80%, so I get about 170, 180 on a good day. And if I do a full 100% charge, if I'm being really gentle with it, I can get almost up to 5 kilowatt per mile, which is pretty impressive. My typical average with highway, mixed, and just daily commuting is about 3.5 miles per kilowatt, which is still really pretty impressive because there's times that I just sit in the car and have it on. So it's accounting for that as well. But besides that, I got it in the tourmaline blue color, as well as with the cosmic interior, as you can see here. So it comes with the blue with the white accents to it, which is really nice. The seats are comfortable, they massage. It's got the ID light in the front and back, so the light bar in the back lights up, and the light bar in the front with the Volkswagen logo lights up, as well as the lights welcome you and turn on, and they kind of go side to side to the road as you're driving. So besides that, within a month of owning this vehicle, I was rear-ended within the back for the rear trunk, so the bumper in the trunk had to be fixed. Took a little less than a month, and actually surprisingly parts weren't backed up at all, which was shocking because with my Tiguan and even with my Jetta, those parts were back ordered just months. Which is insane. And for this particular vehicle, I've heard people say that there's been waits and everything, but I've had no issue, and hopefully I don't have to have an issue again, knock on wood. But besides that, I've taken this on trips all throughout Texas. I haven't gone out of state yet just because I haven't had a reason to go out of state, though I do plan on filming some videos of going out of state within this year or next, for sure. But I do a lot of trips within Texas, which, I mean, you can go hundreds of miles one way or the other within Texas and not even leave it. So I have a lot of experience of road tripping it. I've got, I'm reading the odometer right now, 12,835 miles as recording this, and every one of those miles has been perfect so far. I haven't been stranded anywhere. I've been able to get charged, whether it's at Electrify America, at an EVgo charge point, or even just recently I tested a Tesla Magic Dock that also worked really well. So charging this vehicle, I have had no problems at all. And software wise, I have also had really no problems at all, besides the infotainment center just being kind of slow. I've had no other problems with it. Only thing I can maybe think of is I've had an error pop up once as I was leaving to about to go on a trip that said, please drive carefully. Turned off the car, walked away, came back up to it, never had an issue again with it. So besides that, I've had the screen go black once or twice. That is part of a recall. But that's really all I can think of, and those are really just like pulling out, trying to find something to complain about. But overall, it's been a really great experience owning it so far. I have had absolutely zero complaints with it, and yeah, it's just been really fun to drive. A couple things that I wish were improved with this would be really just two things. The first thing that comes to mind is the app. The app is extremely slow, unresponsive and unbearable to use at most points. When you try to start climb it, whether you're in an area with really good signal or really bad signal, it will either start it, not start it at all, or just fail to send any kind of signal. It also sends you notifications that your car doors are unlocked when they may actually be locked, or like most recently with the most recent update, it says my vehicle doors are unlocked every hour. So every hour I'm getting a notification that the doors are unlocked, which is kind of annoying. But besides that, the app works for what you need it to do. But my Tiguan and my Jetta before never had a problem with the app. Every time I would start it, it would start. Very consistent. With ID.4, I'm not sure what's happening with the app there. It's just not very consistent or reliable. So if you try to start it through the app and it says it starts, it 50-50 chance either started or didn't start. Besides that though, I do wish there was like a camp mode or some sort of mode to keep the vehicle on besides the 30 minutes. There is a way. I haven't actually tried it yet, but I do have everything to do it, which is basically you put like a kettlebell in the seat, you buckle the seat, and then you can keep the car on for a period of time. But every time I've gone camping so far, I can either roll down a window or have a fan on, and I don't really need AC. And I don't really plan on camping anytime that it's over 90 degrees. But as it does get colder, I would like to try out the heating feature in the car. Everything else, I'm fine with the way the software looks, and works truly. Yeah, there is really nothing else I can think about. That's been my ownership of using the ID.4 for just under a year now, and it's been really, really great as a car that I use to and from work and just for fun, going on trips to various different places that I've gone. And yeah, I like it.